So what the heck is a black hole? Is it a hole that's black? Is it some kind of cosmic vacuum cleaner just floating around, sucking up planets like leftover cereal? Sorta, kinda, not really. But don't worry, we're gonna break it down without melting your brain, probably. Welcome to Think Bits, where we take big brain topics and squash them into bite-sized, slightly sarcastic chunks. Let's talk about black holes, one of the universe's weirdest flexes. Okay, first things first. Despite the name, a black hole isn't a hole. Like, it's not some intergalactic pothole waiting to pop your cosmic tires. It's actually a region in space where gravity is so strong not even light can escape. And since light's the fastest thing we know, if it can't get out, guess what? Neither can you, or anything else, really. Kind of like when you fall into a group chat with your extended family. You're just stuck. Now, how does one of these galactic nightmares form? Great question. It all starts with a star. It's not the Hollywood kind. We're talking a big, massive star that's lived a long, dramatic life. It burns fuel for millions, sometimes billions of years. Then, when it runs out of juice, it can't hold itself up anymore. The core collapses in on itself. Like a souffle someone screamed near, and boom, you've got yourself a black hole. And no, this doesn't happen to every star. Our sun is way too basic for that. When it dies, it'll just puff up, shed its outer layers, and become a cute little white dwarf. Basically, the star equivalent of retiring and moving to Florida. But the big boys, the massive stars, when they go out with a bang of supernova. To be exact-hand, then they collapse into a black hole. Now here's where it gets wild. Black holes are dense. Like unimaginable levels of dense. We're talking stuffed suitcase before a vacation dense. Imagine cramming the mass of our sun into a ball the size of a city. And then imagine that ball being so heavy that its gravity warps space and time around it. Yeah, reality literally bends near a black hole. Time slows down, space stretches, and your GPS will 100% freak out. And right in the center of a black hole is what we call a singularity. It's a point where gravity is infinite, density is infinite, and the laws of physics are like, nope, I'm out. Scientists don't even know exactly what's going on in there because all our equations break down. But S, the cosmic equivalent of turning in your homework and watching your teacher just burst into tears. Surrounding the singularity is the event horizon. Think of it as the point of no return. Once something crosses that line, whether it's a spaceship, a rock, or your hopes and dreams, there's no coming back. You could try, you could scream, but it won't matter. Even light can't escape. That's why it's black. Hence black hole. See, naming things can be fun and terrifying. But hold up, are black holes just out there eating everything in sight like some kind of space monster? Not exactly. They're not roaming the galaxy, gobbling up stars like snacks. You could orbit a black hole safely, just like planets orbit stars, as long as you don't get too close. Stay outside the event horizon, and you're good. Cross that line, and yeah, bye. Also, fun fact, we can't even see black holes. They're invisible, which feels a bit unfair. But we can detect them by watching how they mess with stuff around them, like stars orbiting something invisible, or light getting bent in weird ways. In 2019, scientists actually captured the first image of a black hole's shadow using a global network of telescopes. It kind of looked like a blurry donut, but hey, for something that doesn't reflect light, that's a win. Now, let's get extra spicy. There are different types of black holes. It's not just one size fits all. You've got stellar black holes. Those are the ones formed from collapsed stars. Then there are supermassive black holes, which hang out in the centers of galaxies like lazy overlords. Ours is called Sagittarius A*, and thankfully it's not doing much except chilling and occasionally belching out gas. Nice. Then you've got theoretical types like primordial black holes, which might have formed right after the Big Bang. No one's seen them. They might not exist. But scientists love throwing ideas at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's basically cosmic brainstorming. And before you ask, no, you cannot use a black hole to time travel or visit alternate dimensions. Yes, it sounds cool. Yes, sci-fi movies love to say otherwise. It's mostly a one-way ticket to squish. That said, some physicists do think black holes might be connected to wormholes or even other universes. No proof, just vibes. Still cool to think about while you lie awake at 3 a.m. So, to wrap this black hole of a video up, black holes are collapsed stars with gravity so strong they break the rules of physics. They're invisible, inescapable, and generally not something you want to mess with unless you enjoy being stretched into a spaghetti noodle. Process scientists actually call spaghettification, which is a real word, because scientists have a sense of humor too, apparently. Anyway, that's it. Black holes. Nature's way of reminding us that we know very little about the universe, and it's totally okay to be confused. They're terrifying, mysterious, and honestly kind of awesome. Thanks for watching Think Bits. If your brain didn't implode, hit that like button. Maybe even subscribe, because who wouldn't want more slightly chaotic space knowledge delivered with this much attitude? Catch you next time. I try not to fall into anything weird.